Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos back with you once again, delivering you a daily dose of movie love. What are we doing today? Well, I'm either coming with a warning or a recommendation. Your mileage will vary depending on your taste in movies and your tolerance. This may be good news or it may be bad news. Have you heard the one about the lost 80s sequel to Grizzly that was recently discovered? We're going to talk all about it today and why I believe Grizzly 2 is the new Troll 2. Now, if you know Troll 2, you know what that means. Troll 2 is considered the best worst movie. Is Grizzly 2 the next best worst movie? I think so. And I'm going to prove it to you with 13 points that clearly illustrate my belief. But at the end of the video, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why the film isn't a complete waste of your time. Okay, without further dilly-dally, let's get into the list. Number 1, this movie is 40% stock footage. I'm not kidding. And I'm not talking about in-period stock footage. This movie was shot around 1983, something like that. And it's not footage that they shot back then. No. It's 4K high-def stock footage that's completely at odds with the film's actual footage. So the movie actually begins with about 5 minutes of this super cheesy stock footage of just like nature stuff. And then this super grandiose score that doesn't even fit the movie at all. Also, it involves a CG bullet, but I'm going to leave that as a surprise for those who do venture into the territory of Grizzly 2. It almost feels like a Disney nature documentary. It has nothing to do with the plot or the characters. It's just nature footage for nature's sake, for padding. Gotta keep in mind, this movie is 1 hour and 15 minutes long. 1 hour and 15 minutes long. That's barely a feature. Barely a feature. But they add all this footage to pad it out. You know, to beef it up so that they can make a feature out of it. I don't want to see 2 minutes of a mother deer licking a baby deer's head. No, it might be cute if I was really into deer, or if I particularly was looking for a documentary about deer licking each other, but I'm not. I want to see a grizzly eat people. And do we get that? Hold on tight. Number 2, there is no bear. You heard me correctly. There is no bear. Well, yeah, in the movie there's a bear. The bear's loose. Oh my God, there's a bear loose. But there is no bear. There is no bear in this movie. No bear. You know what there is? There is a POV shot. Oh, by the way, the POV shot, I'm pretty sure, is stock footage as well. And breathing, bear breathing. That's it. That's it. Oh, and a wall of fur. A big wall of fur that the actors get smacked around by. Number 3, they did have an animatronic bear. From what I hear, from what I understand of the production of the movie, they ran out of money, or the producers ran away with the budget or something, and they were waiting for the last 2 weeks of the production to shoot all the bear animatronic stuff. Well, they didn't get the last 2 weeks of production, so the bear animatronic stuff didn't happen. So most of the kills are people going, ah, to the camera, and that's it. You get cameraman bear. But there is 1, maybe 2 shots of an animatronic bear. I think maybe 3 shots. I'll go far enough with 3 shots of this animatronic bear. And they reuse it every freaking time. There's no bear chomping on people. There's no bear slashing people with a big paw. None of that. There's no bear. You know what I forgot to mention about the stock footage? They reuse it. They reuse it. Like, we're not even going to notice that they're reusing the same goddamn footage. I've seen that deer lick that other deer 50 times. I'm not an idiot, movie. I know my deer. I can tell. That's the same ass deer. Number 4, because the movie is incomplete, they have to fill in the blanks the best they can. And that, of course, is with voiceover. These hunters in one scene have to provide, a bit of exposition. And in one egregious moment where the producers apparently thought that we wouldn't notice that they could get away with this, they give a character a line to say, hey, where's my brother? And he's on camera. His lips are on camera. It's up by the back of his head. He's looking at the camera. So it reads something like this. Where's my brother? Is he dead? I couldn't believe it. I had to rewind it. I'm like, did they just try to voice over a dude who's literally on screen and his lips aren't moving? And they do it twice. Their use of stunt doubles to beef up the action sequences is actually quite painful. In one scene, a white-haired man is running away, and it cuts to a red-headed guy. A red-headed guy. The concept of day and night mean very little to this movie, and I mean very little. For example, there's a shot of like the woods at night, then it cuts to some daytime footage of some nature bullshit. Then it'll come back to night. It'll come back to somebody else doing something else, in the evening. Day and night are interchangeable as far as the producers are concerned when it comes to Grizzly 2. Before I continue with the Grizzly 2 list, I wanted to give you an update on my 1K subscribers by Valentine's Day goal. Currently, as of the recording of this video, I'm at 982. Boom, boom, boom. Amazing. Thank you all who have given me the time of day and subscribed. It really does mean the world to me. If you're new here, or if you've been watching for a while and you have yet to subscribe to the Ultimate Movie Fans Variety channel, that's what I do. Please consider subscribing today and hit the bell and give me a thumbs up while you're at it. Mastercast comes at you daily, sometimes twice daily, with that daily dose of movie love that you crave. Whether I'm giving you Hollywood movie news, or reviewing physical media, or going on an out-and-about shopping adventure, or warning you away from bad movies like today, or alerting you to amazing movies that you need to gift your eyeballs with. I'm here every day. That's what I do. That's what I love doing. If you subscribe and I get to 1K before Valentine's Day, really around the 12th, it's kind of where I'm going, so that I have time to do it. I'm going to bleach my beard. I'm going to dye it hot pink. I'm going to surprise the wife. She doesn't know what's happening. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, next. This was a Hungarian production. Let that one sink in. Very similar to Troll 2, which was an Italian production. This was a Hungarian sequel to Grizzly. Speaking of Hungary, the film reveals its country of origin every time they cut to footage of the concert. You see, the plot of the movie is that a giant concert is taking place in the middle of the woods. And of course, the cops are worried that this killer bear is going to eat everybody, yada, yada, yada. The concert, which is run by Louise Fletcher for some reason. Somehow they got Louise Fletcher in this movie, and she's not great in it, to be honest. Even Academy Award-winning Louise Fletcher, it's not great in this movie. Anyway, the concert is made up predominantly of European bands. And most of them don't even sing in English. So, what the hell kind of concert is this? The next few are going to be all about the concert because that takes up so much screen time. As a matter of fact, there is more fucking concert footage than there is bear attack footage. It's more about the concert and people going like this, yay! Stock footage, by the way, of people at concerts. There's more of that stuff than there is bear footage or bear action or bear suspense or anything bear related. This movie was originally called Grizzly 2 The Concert, which is a stupid title. But this movie should have been called The Concert featuring Kind of a Grizzly. To add insult to injury, they use stock footage for the bands. Yep, it's true. I'm not making this up. And they think they can get away with it. They think we're not going to notice. But we have high definition stock footage of the audience going, woo, music, music, yay. And then it cuts to VHS footage of some Hungarian guy playing the keyboard. Yeah, he's on a stage. It looks like it was an actual concert. But it's VHS footage. VHS footage. I mean, it literally looks like it was actually shot in 1983. And then they try to incorporate it into the movie to trick us. How? No, of course we're not going to fall for it. We know that that's not... What? Now, if that wasn't bad enough, one of the other bands is an obvious music video that they cut to. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It's an obvious music video because the singers are singing to the camera. If you're in a concert, why are you singing to the camera? Why is it only 1 minute of footage that we see for 4 minutes? Because it's a music video and not an actual concert performance. Oh, yeah. Here's what we'll do. Let's cut to footage of the crowd cheering, going like that. You know, yeah, oh, wow, yeah. And then cut back to the musician doing the same thing we've seen 50 times. The audience is not going to notice that we ripped it off of some music video. Of course we notice. While the lines aren't as bad as Troll 2, none of the acting also comes anywhere near the awfulness of Troll 2, there are a couple things that stand out as memorable moments when it comes to things said on the film. Now, this comes from one of the bands. This is, I think, the only actual concert footage they shot. An obvious European band. It's 4 girls dressed up in crazy makeup. They look like something out of like a Dario Argento movie. And they sing the dumbest goddamn songs ever. Ever. And my standout line is, "It's getting sour by the hour." Oh, what? What? Oh. Sour by the hour? I can only think of one thing, and God, what? Why would you sing about that? I don't know why I get so heated. I think it's just because I'm passionate. And I support film restoration. But when they try to fuck us, I get mad. Next, this movie features the weirdest kill for a giant animal in movie history ever. Ever. Weirdest, dumbest, strangest, most head-scratching. I can think of others, but you get the point. It's so dumb, so weird, and not in a good way. It's more like, what? What? That's what they did? That's what they thought would be a cool way to kill it? The way the original Grizzly ends is a masterpiece. It is fantastic. It's a stand-up and cheer moment. You're going to go, yes, yes, oh yeah! Here, you're just left shaking your head wondering what mental issue the person who came up with that kill has. And lastly, you're probably wondering why I didn't mention this movie's biggest claim to fame. And that's the 3 main actors. Now, that's on the poster. I'm not giving anything away here. This is an early film for George Clooney. That's right. Laura Dern, which I thought was at least well known at the time. And Charlie Sheen, which I'm pretty sure was well known at the time. I may be mistaken. George Clooney, Laura Dern, and Charlie Sheen are all in a scene together. And they're on the poster. And you're, holy shit, this is an early movie for these guys. This is pretty amazing. Yeah, we gotta restore this movie. We gotta see their early acting roles. Notice I said scene. Spoilers, because you need to know about this. Pal, they fucking die in the first scene. They die in the first scene. They're the first kill. They're the first Grizzly kill. That's right. They got one scene. And it's on the poster. It's them sitting around a campfire. And the motherfuckers who produced this movie, George Clooney, in the opening credits, the only people credited in the opening credits, George Clooney, Charlie Sheen, and Laura Dern. Fuck you, producers. Don't you fucking vampires. And then they're in the movie, literally, not even kidding, 2 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes. I'll give it 3 minutes. They're in the movie for all of 3 minutes. They get dispatched, and that's kind of starts the ball rolling. They're the opening kills that kind of get the ball rolling. Oh, we got a killer Grizzly on the loose, that kind of stuff. Oh, they don't get killed by a Grizzly. They get killed by the cameraman who, like, the camera falls on them. They go, ah! Yeah. They're not in the movie. Sorry. The producers have lied to you. Troll 2 is definitely on a higher level. I think I would probably put that on a pedestal compared to Grizzly 2. But I also have to be truthful. There's 2 things I did like about the movie. Number 1, the lovely Deborah Foreman is in it. I'm a big Deborah Foreman fan. I've always had a crush on her, and hopefully I'll have her on Hollyweird one day soon, my Friday live show, 5 p.m. PST. Love to interview her. She's a favorite of mine, and she's great here. You know, I don't know where this falls into the canon of her roles as, you know, pre-April Fool's Day or anything. I'm not sure. But she's cute, she's fun, and she's in the movie, and she definitely brightens up the movie whenever she shows up. However, she's only in it very briefly. She doesn't really factor into any of the main plot itself. And number 2, my dude John Rhys-Davies, who plays a French Indian trapper. That's right, a French Indian trapper with a French Quebecois accent. Now look, this guy could do anything. He's Egyptian and Indiana Jones. He's a fat scientist in sliders, and he's a French Canadian Indian trapper guy. Sure, why not? He's actually one of the best things about this movie. He is fantastic in the movie. It is competently made, the 80s footage anyway. The stuff with the sheriff and or the park ranger, whatever the hell he is, teaming up with John Rhys-Davies and the grizzly bear scientist girl, and them going out to try to track the bear down. That stuff is good. It's well shot. The actors are fine. Nothing to write home about. But it's all the stuff that was done to it afterwards that puts it, for me, in the league of a Troll 2. The editing, oh God, the abundance of stock footage, just awful stock footage that's just only there for padding. In the middle of the movie, they run out of plot, so there's like a good 5 minutes of nature footage intermission. I'm not kidding. It just stops for just like, oh, look at this tree. Oh, look at that deer. Oh, look at that bear. Look at this tree again. It's the same tree, but did you really pay attention the first time? It's bad. It's so bad. It's laughably bad. It's painfully bad, but it's not as rewatchable as Troll 2. So, I do think Grizzly 2 is the next Troll 2, but I think Troll 2 will live in infamy, where Grizzly 2 will just sort of fade out and die. And on that happy note, we'll leave it there, my friend. This has been your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos. I hope you're doing well. Remember to subscribe. I'm almost at 1K. I'm at 982. How amazing is that? 982. Thank you so much, all my new subscribers. I love you. I appreciate you being here. That means the world to me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here. I hope you will be as well. We're going to be doing a daily dose, deep dive into Hollywood news. I hope you'll join me for that. For now, I'm going to bid you adieu. Your friendly neighborhood Master of Chaos loves you just the way you are. Remember that. Also remember that I remain to be continued.